The poster's super fucking cool.
Oh, you like it? It kind of creeps me out.
Well, that's the point.
Why are they doing this shit? Why do they look like that?
Shut
Like
up.
some secret ritual shit. I didn't see that in the movie.
They're going through the hole.
Why are they all bent like that?
Shut up. This was my second time seeing this and your first time.
Correct.
We're in the mood for horror. I think October's going to be horror month, maybe.
Yeah. As much as we can watch.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably just going to be like 3 movies, but...
We're a little busy right now.
But anyways, how'd you like this one?
I actually liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I found it really scary at all, to be honest.
No.
I found it intense, as is the way I describe it.
I think it was very scary, more so when they were doing like the claustrophobic stuff and like the cave diving.
That shit makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, they had their jump scares here and there, but I wasn't really scared. I was just like really tensed up.
Well, that's what I mean, because basically the second half of the movie is where like the horror starts. They introduce like the crawlers, these weird underground goblin creatures.
Yeah, those things were kind of cool. They were the Falmers from Skyrim.
They literally were, yeah.
They literally are. Maybe a little more advanced, but yeah.
They were scary looking, but yeah, after they introduced them, it kind of became just like an action movie.
Yeah, I told you this. They were kind of kicking the shit out of those Falmer things, the crawlers. They were fragile. They were just cracking them open with like, I mean, yeah, they're swinging at them with a fucking like whatever those are, those like mountain climbing axes, but they were tearing them up.
I mean, they're fragile, like underground creatures, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
True. I guess their skin would be pretty tender.
Yeah, their eyes are like devolved. They can't see. They use sound to find things.
So they're pretty much just people or caveman that kind of just got stuck underground and kind of like evolved into these creatures.
That's I didn't understand. We'll get into this more, but there's a lot of vague shit with this whole movie.
Yeah.
She finds a lot of mining equipment, Sarah. She found like an old helmet and like a lantern. Also, there's like cave paintings, and they find these like this trail left by another spelunkers is technically what they're called. So like, I don't know. There's a lot of different implications, like what is this place?
I was assuming, because like you said, I saw those cave paintings, so I was kind of assuming those were like cavemen that turned into the crawlers. And then like all the people that like the old miners that the old mining equipment they found are from people that probably got like slaughtered by them. That was my guess, at least. I don't know. They don't really talk about that.
It's kind of left up to your interpretation, which I like a lot. I like when movies do that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's worth mentioning that I don't know. I just thought of this while I was watching it. It's an all-female cast.
Yes, it is. I kind of like didn't even think about it.
Yeah, and can you think of a recent movie that taunted like the first all-female cast? It was a really shitty movie.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, this is an all-female cast done right.
Yeah. Was it really that bad?
Yeah, I think
Not
I
that
didn't see
bad.
it either, but a lot of people tore into it.
Well, they also took something that was a classic, and
But they focused too much on the all-female cast thing. Like they really leaned in on that.
that's true. Yeah, I know.
And they're like, this is the first time it's ever been done. No, what about this?
It's been done many times before that.
And they were badass. Like you said, they were just shredding these crawlers apart.
That's what I'm saying. Especially the Asian woman Juno and Sarah, right?
Yeah, Sarah's like the main character.
Yeah, Sarah went from this like paranoid girl because her husband and daughter got speared in the head in the start of the movie.
Yeah, by like an accident.
Yeah, so she was like paranoid. She got stuck. She was the one that got stuck, right? And before like they got like collapsed in.
Yeah, during that like claustrophobic part, yeah, she was stuck.
And by the end of the movie, she's fucking Rambo, just slaughtering everything.
Yep. She's doused in blood.
It's like, the fuck are these people? What do they do for a living?
They're extreme. They live for this.
There's also like tension between them, pretty much, kind of like the whole movie, and especially at the end, obviously. Throughout the whole movie, I noticed that for whatever reason they don't communicate at all. I don't know if it's just because of classes I've been taking, but I've been getting shoved down my throat that communication is very important. I'm like, you guys are stuck in a fucking cave. You guys can let each other know what the hell is going on. It's like send each other up to die.
Pretty much. There's some key moments. One, Juno doesn't bring the map, and she brought them to the wrong cave system because she just wanted to like to explore with their friends, I guess. She took it way too far. Like, who the
That's
fuck
wild.
thinks that's logical? Yeah.
I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, the fuck are you doing?
Doesn't bring the map, goes to an unexplored cave system. Like, what? So that's, like, she couldn't tell anyone, really,
Yeah.
that this is a new cave and all that. Second of all, the one girl sees that, like, ancient hook in the ceiling.
Yeah, the old equipment that was already in place.
Yeah, and they use it anyways. And she doesn't say anything like, oh, there's this really old hook. I'm going to use it for our rope system here. Why wouldn't you say that? Instead, she just ignores it.
You gotta talk. You're in a team right now. You're trying to get here together. You gotta speak up.
Yeah, especially when they know they're in trouble. And Sarah consistently walks off on her own and hears children laughing and sees the creatures.
Yeah. Schizophrenia.
The climax of the movie, Juno is like, I don't remember what they're doing. I think she's fighting off one of the crawlers, and then Beth comes up behind her and I guess startles her.
Yeah.
So Juno whips around and fucking kills Beth.
When she's gonna attack by monsters, what's your instinct? To fucking slash at whatever's coming near you.
But it was just kind of odd how Beth, A, didn't say anything.
I was like, speak up, communicate.
She was kind of just like creeping up on her. Like, why would you do that?
I would say she like, this girl's gonna attack by monsters, so sneak up on her.
Yeah, and stand there and do nothing. I don't know. It felt really forced. And then Juno doesn't say anything. Why doesn't she say, I'm so sorry, that was an accident, my bad?
I assume she was dead, honestly. I'm surprised she lived for so long after that.
But Beth was like making eye contact and like kind of saying like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? So did Beth think she purposely whipped around and stabbed? Like, why would she do? I don't know. It's kind of.
I think it was the part because she kind of just left her. I mean, I would have left you too, though. I mean, like, you're a liability now. I thought we should have left the girl who broke her leg.
Oh, yeah, there's a girl who falls earlier, and she is a liability for a while. She's literally the first to fucking die, though.
Yeah.
I liked her character arc because she was, at the start, this, like, real risky, doesn't follow the rules kind of person, trying to be, like, a badass. And then she starts freaking out once they realize they're not in, like, the right cave system. She fell down a hole and broke her leg. That was a really gross scene.
That was nasty, dog. They had to, like, lodge it back, and I don't know.
They had to realign the bone by pushing it down on it.
Fucking graphic.
There's a lot of gore.
Yeah, for real. What the fuck? I wasn't really expecting it in the start of the movie. The dad gets a pole through his head. You didn't really see it, but you saw the blood. And then once the crawlers come out, it just turns into a gore fest.
But even before that, like, the girl cuts her hand open with rope burn. Like, that's,
That was nasty, too. That one.
Yeah, that was bad.
Just a lot of uncomfortable things happening.
And that was good. Like, it kept the tension going for real.
Yeah. Let's talk about the end. How it, like, kind of, like, all spiraled out of control. Kind of like when, like, the crawlers came in. And then, like, they got, like, split up. And then, like, they're getting picked off. And...
Oh, you mean just, like, the last half of the movie?
Yeah. Well, because it kind of, like, obviously set up for the ending. No, I literally predicted, like, they were going to fucking fight at the end.
Yes. Because Sarah finds Beth, and somehow Beth is still alive with a hole in her throat.
She lived for a pretty long time. Sarah had to kill her. Put her out of her misery.
But, like, that whole scene where Juno is, like, staring at Beth.
Yeah, Beth should have just killed her.
Beth should have killed her. She had a fucking hole in her throat.
Not Beth. I'm not the other one.
Sarah.
Juno should have killed her.
Oh, you mean Juno should have just finished her off?
Hide the evidence. If you're not gonna say there's an accident, you might as well just make her dead, right?
So Beth ripped her Juno's necklace off as she was like dying, and then as Sarah finds her later, somehow still alive.
Bullshit, but yeah.
And Beth says, Juno did this, don't trust her.
I know.
It's like, what? Okay, fine. So now, and Sarah and Juno are pretty much the last survivors. There's like these sisters that kind of just get killed off for no reason.
They acted, the way they were handling it is how I thought, like, realistically, every girl in that group would have handled it. Just, like, completely freaking the fuck out.
But there was, one of them was a doctor, and I think the other was like, I don't know what she did. She was like the safety freak the whole time, kind of. Like, she had to follow the rules. She studied the maps beforehand. She was, like, prepared. So I thought they would have got out, like, they were the most qualified to escape there.
They couldn't handle getting attacked by fucking gremlins that live underground.
So yeah, it kind of concludes, like, Juno finds Sarah. They're the last two alive. Obviously, Sarah knows what Juno did.
Juno doesn't say anything, just looks at her.
Juno could just say the words, Sarah, it was an accident. Beth snuck up behind me for no reason, and I swung in the dark and killed her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have believed it.
I mean, it just says something, because then Sarah stabs her in the leg and leaves her to die.
She probably just should have, well, I guess it wouldn't matter, but she probably should have told the other two girls. But then they got murdered anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't think Sarah even encountered the other two sisters, did she?
No, she just saw, I don't know her name, the stunt double one. She just watched her get eaten alive, and then she found Beth and killed her.
Yeah, Sarah was kind of off on her own because she fell down a hole at one point.
Yeah, she fell a lot.
I really wish they stuck to that more. The fear of, like, falling and claustrophobia, because that was really the horror part.
Yeah, just being stuck in there, just.
Yeah, that could have worked on its own. It didn't need these weird fucking Falmer to be scary.
Like, honestly, the part that, like, almost made me the most uncomfortable is when she was, like, stuck in, when they were crawling through that really narrow, like, pathway and she got stuck.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she really got stuck. She was probably just freaking out.
She had a bag that she tried crawling over.
Why the hell didn't she just fucking throw it through and then?
I don't know. She got wedged somehow.
Yeah. That part, like, just the really tense moments. Like, the part when they were, like, those crawlers were attacking, I was, like, scratching my arm and shit. I was tensing up.
Well, that, and they did a lot of weird Jurassic Park moments with, like, they can't see, so let's have moments where they have to keep quiet, but then something goes off. It was kind of a lot of those moments. But I found it more tense when they were, like, trying to cross, like, those chasms.
Just trying to get through the cave, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it could have worked on its own as just, like, a getting lost in a cave movie, but...
You're right, it does just turn into a flat-out action movie at the end. It was still really cool. I really liked it.
Yeah. And then at the very end, Sarah escapes. Question mark? She, like, crawls towards the light and gets in a car and drives off.
But it was Cap.
Yep. She, like, wakes up back inside the cave with her daughter.
Just fucking losing her mind. So if there wasn't a sequel, she'd be dead.
Well, I don't think the sequel ties into these characters at all.
I looked at the cast. They're all in it. I don't know. Just by looking at the cover of the sequel, it looks like it's just like a movie where Sarah just turns into a killing, surviving machine.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. Don't do that.
We're not going to watch it, so.
No, we're not watching that. There's no interest in that. So, what I found really interesting when I first watched this was a lot of, like, discussion on what really happened. There's two endings of the movie. One is where it ends with her crying in the car, the happy ending. And then the second one, which is what we watched, where she wakes up inside the cave again.
There's supposed to be one where she actually gets out.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that's what it would be. I don't know. That would have just been a good conclusion. But now that I see there's a sequel, it's like, okay, I guess I get it.
I don't know the reason, because I know people were mad. People are debating, like, which ending's better.
I like the happy ending.
I like not bad endings, but, like, she never escapes.
I mean, it's cool when movies, like, twist it like that, where it's like, well, she's fucked.
But, okay, so also other things that kind of tie into that, like, is anything real? Because she keeps hearing giggling and seeing her daughter, like, in her mind. Sarah is. She's taking drugs, because in the cabin it shows that she's taking, like, medication.
So it's all just a dream?
I don't know about a dream. It's implied maybe she's just losing it from the moment. Maybe the moment they enter the cave. Maybe there's not even creatures. Maybe she's just killing everyone.
Is this a theory?
I don't think this is a popular theory. I'm just kind of... I know there was stuff like, oh, look, she's taking medication. And at the start of the movie, it's shown that Yuno is cheating on Sarah's husband.
I didn't even know that until you told me. That was wild.
Because they're, like, shown, like, flirting. And I think even her husband might have given her that, like, that necklace that she wears.
Damn. Maybe that's why she killed her at the end.
Exactly. It's kind of like maybe she's always just been mad at Yuno, and maybe that's why she killed her. Maybe all along Sarah kind of knew, oh, Yuno's kind of a backstabber.
Juno's a bitch. I didn't even think of it. That's some deep thinking you're doing.
That's what I like to do. Well, those are my favorite movies.
Those ones that really make you... Well, watch the sequel. Maybe it answers all your questions.
No, I'm not watching that shit.
Or it just takes the idea of this film and just turns into an action gore fest.
It's a cash grab. There's a game called The Forest. It's like a survival horror game where you're literally doing exactly what this movie is. You're going through caves, and there's like these weird gremlin creatures that are cannibals. So I think that's cool. I really like that game too. So this movie started kind of a trend. It was 2005. I don't want to say Skyrim took influence, but to be fair,
Palmers, they might have. They look really similar.
They look similar, and their whole concept is kind of the same.
It's the same concept. Falmers are just like elves that got like banished into like underground, and they kind of just mutated over time, obviously, to survive.
All right, final thoughts. I liked it a lot. It's one of my favorite horror movies, even though it's not maybe technically horror.
I was gonna say.
So, 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot too. It was really tense. I actually liked the action at the end. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the crawler monsters. Cast was good. I'll give it an A-.
Let's go!
Let's fucking go. And the results are in. It's steaming dog shit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. When she was in the car, Yuno appeared next to her.
Juno. Oh, that was Juno?
Have I been calling her Yuno? I hope not.
You have been calling her Yuno.
Fuck!
Who the fuck's that guy?
It's the director.
Oh, there's no dudes in this movie.
There was
one, and he got speared in the
husband.
head.
That's her husband.
Who was the old hag that rated that movie?
What?
Right there, Jonathan. That's a dude? That's a dude? That's probably like his grandma, and I just shitted on her.
Incredibly stupid. Not sure there's much else to say. Might kill some time or be fun to just watch out of sheer stupidity. Cannot believe the reviews this has received. Another reason to be pessimistic about the human race. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Damn.
That's gotta be a troll.
I didn't really say, he's just so stupid.
6 shallow written soccer moms. Holy fuck, right off the bat.
Got a misogynistic, let's go.
Yeah. Implausibly as buffed pro-level adventurers enter a mysterious cave complex, ignore every safety protocol, and get lost like stupid amateurs. They're beset by ferocious cave dwellers capable of barehandedly killing 1,000-pound bull elk? Okay, he's actually
Damn,
pretty
that's
accurate.
I was gonna say they gotta be between like at least 500 pounds.
The females are. And he said bull. Okay, this guy knows his shit. Many of whom end up slaughtered in various gory ways by our surviving hero.
Yes, thank you for describing the movie.
Yeah, besides calling them shallow-written soccer moms and stupid amateurs. It definitely could have been more of a horror movie if the monsters were like not as many.
Indestructible.
And that too, yeah. Like just have one of them or two of them.
I honestly thought there was only like one of them, and then next thing I know, there's like fucking 30 of them.
Dude, if there was one, this might be one of the scariest movies of all time. That would
Just
freak
like
me out.
One thing that you can't kill that just slaughters you.
Yeah, in like the cave.
That would be freaky.
And they had such a cool chance. Imagine one of those scenes where they're like stuck and one of them is like in front of them, like coming at them through the really thin hole. How fucking scary would that have been?
I'd pee.
I literally just shit myself. Oh, there's so many good opportunities. Too bad the sequel's not that, you know? Okay, this is exactly what we said. The movie begins unsettling, claustrophobic nightmare. Its creepy atmosphere eventually gives way to an all-out gore fest, which is held back by its cliches and low-budget effects.
Yeah.
Kind of true.
Yeah. Like, the editing was pretty shoddy when they were fighting. It was just, like, constant, like, shaky cam and flipping back, like, mad editing shots.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, the mood completely, the tone completely changes. It goes from, like, a realistic cave, like, stuck in a cave situation to just flat out, like, fight for survival against mutants. So, yeah.
This guy's basically saying, like, he was just aggravated because it was slow in the beginning, got good when they were in the cave, claustrophobic stuff was really good, but then the monsters were killed really easily, which made them 100% less scary. Unnecessary drama between Sarah and Juno. The movie ends, she's still in the cave with no explanation, no closure. Did she become an insane cave person?
You gotta watch the sequel and find out.
No, do not watch the sequel. I kind of agree with all his points, but he gave it half a star out of 5. Like, he shit on it.
Those points really fucking pissed him off.
Yeah, I still think overall it was enjoyable. But yes, if you're really annoyed by those things, it might drag it down for you. Alright, that's probably good enough.
Got